Hello and welcome to Vlogging Worldwide. I'm Carla Lewis, and my goal and mission is to help you help yourself in organizing your life. Today we're going to talk about something that, well, to be truthful, I'm not an expert in, but there are some things that worked for me, and so I want to share them with you because I noticed that I've been sharing them with youngsters lately, and so this won't pertain to necessarily those that are sophisticated and financially stable. But if you're just starting out and you're trying to figure out how to start your credit or repair your credit, then this vlog is for you. And my first suggestion is that you go and you get a secured loan. Establish a relationship with your credit union. That's what I did when I was getting ready to buy my house. I went and I established a relationship with my credit union. And at that time, I didn't have good credit, and it was doable. I was going to be able to fix it enough in order to get my house. And so what I did is I went to the credit union and I got a secured loan. So essentially, I gave them $500. They gave me the $500 back. And then I took that $500 and I opened up a secured credit card. When I did that, then allowed me to have 2 lines of credit that I normally wouldn't have. And when I did that, it automatically increased my credit score. I would say it takes maybe 2 months. It's just kind of after that first and second reporting that your credit score will go up, because now you have these 2 lines of credit that you didn't have before. And it will allow you to get better loans as far as when it comes to a car, your interest rate won't be so high. When it comes to a house, anything that you're having to use credit for, your interest rate won't be so high. So that was the one thing that I did that really helped me in securing my home. And why did I choose a credit union over a regular bank like Wells Fargo or Bank of America or something like that? Is because I feel that the credit unions have my best interest at heart, meaning that they're willing to work with me. They want to help me. They want to help you. So therefore, I knew right away that the credit union was the direction for me to go. And I actually have I have more than I need to be having accounts with credit unions, but it's because I take $100 and out of my paycheck, and I immediately have it go to this one credit union that I've had since the early 2000s. This $100 just goes there and it sits there unless I need it for an emergency, but that's essentially what it is. It's like a savings. I try not to touch it. That's the first thing, is get yourself a secured loan. You take $500 of your money, give it to the bank, they give it back to you, and then you take that same $500 and turn it into a secured credit card. Best thing to boost your credit. And I tell this to all the young people that are just starting out, that this is what this is a good idea for them to do. Who knows? So there may be some people that disagree with that. It worked for me. I'm only and always talking about things that I've either been through or they work for me. So that's the first thing. The other thing I did is I always lock down my credit, meaning I put a freeze. I pay that $10, I put a freeze. Here's why I do this, is because if someone hacks into my credit, they can't. I put a freeze. I've tried to run my credit when I've had a freeze on it and it comes back declined. It's just a way of protecting yourself. It costs a little bit of money, but it's worth it, because putting this little extra barrier for someone who can hack into your credit and take your life, basically, once you get abused as far as having your identity stolen, it is a complete crime, and it's very scary, and it takes a lot of work in order to fix your situation after that. So I put a freeze on all 3 accounts. It's just $10, I think it is. I think one of them is free. There are people that use credit monitoring accounts. I don't do that. I just put a freeze on all my stuff. The other thing that I do is I lock my credit cards. So when I go to Costco and I use my Citibank, whatever card, I unlock it when I'm in line. When I made my purchase, I then lock it back. It's free to do it. It takes discipline, but it's so worth it, because if my purse gets stolen, or if I lose my credit card, or whatever happens, or if I forget it at the store, somebody's not able to just go and take all my money. So I lock all my credit cards. They all have a lock on it. And that's another suggestion that I have as far as what you can do to protect your credit. These are things that I use on a daily basis, and they work for me. They're tried and true. They should work for everybody, so give those a try. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is something that surprised me. I had a credit card. It was during the time when I wanted to refinance my house. It was right before I wanted to refinance my house this happened. I didn't use my credit card for a year. I thought I'm doing the responsible thing. I'm not using my credit. I don't have this extra bill. I had a zero balance on my credit card, and I had a decent amount of credit available to me. But instead of me just using it here and there for things, I just put it away. I put it in the safe, and I just didn't even use it, didn't look at it. I looked at it as a thing for a rainy day. If my water heater goes out, if, all these things could possibly happen, if there's a leak in the roof, whatever it is, I looked at it for a purpose like that. Well, they closed it. When they closed my credit card, my credit score tanked. And when I say tanked, it tanked like, I think it was 90 points or something. It was major. And I wanted to cry because, number one, they closed my account, so I don't even have this credit available to me. And secondly, now my credit score that I've worked so hard to, raise up has now plummeted. And when it did that, I just was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I reacted quickly, and I went ahead, and that's when I had got my Citibank with Costco. I'm a Costco shopper. I'm always gonna have that account. So I was like, I might as well have the credit card, get the benefits and the percentages that I get back. So I did that, and my credit score has now since went up. It kind of almost immediately fixed itself. And so then I just, continued to pay my bills. A good thing to do is to pay more than what you owe, because your interest rate is going to kill you. So you want to just kind of keep your payments above what it is that you need to be paying. Those are the main things that I suggest as far as to build, get your credit started, continue with your credit, fix your credit. That is what I suggest as far as first steps. Of course, it gets more difficult and convoluted and stuff like that, but I'm not going to be discussing things like that. I'm not a finance major. I'm only sharing with you what worked for me successfully, because, well, I have my house, I have my car, I have my credit cards, I have everything. And I have it because of the steps that I took. You just got to do a little thinking, and you'll figure out what will work for you and what works for your situation. All right. Well, thank you for tuning into Vlogging Worldwide. I'm Carla Lewis, and my goal is to help you help yourself in organizing your life. Please leave comments. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I will see you. Bye.